got me again. Well, that wasn't exactly The Legend of Zelda. I kind of lost to Luigi there, but I'm pretty sure this beer, this fruited sour from Replay, The Legend of Melba, is very much has some inspiration from Nintendo and Legend of Zelda. So, computer's whooping my ass again, so what do we say? We finish this brawl and find out what this sour is all about from Replay right after the theme song. As per usual with your host Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. Close out this little replay week with a sour, something on a little bit of a fruitier, different kind of flavor note. Sorry, words are fun, I speak them goodly. Shout out Imperfectly Crafts, just like my little Scrabble tiles in front of the computer that you've been seeing. And this one's funny because it is do a kickflip sour ale, and this is a sour. So, The Legend of Melba, that is, you can figure in your head that's got some kind of like Nintendo theme, Legend of Zelda theme. We've been going over all week of how there's a lot of video game paraphernalia and old school retro nerddom fandom sort of stuff in the Replay tap room up in Fort Mill. So that fits right into this one. It is actually, and I did not realize this from the can, it's a collaboration between 1840 Brewing Company. They are out of Milwaukee. On the can, a lot of different, no information other than the address and the ABV, which is a pretty hearty 6.7, which is pretty up there for a sour. In the center of the can is this little walking computer guy. I think you may recall that collaboration between Replay and Frosty that I did, and I'll throw the card up in case you don't. Or rather, I'll throw the card up if you're watching on YouTube. That little computer guy with the floppy disk in the center of his quote-unquote body, I think he was the Replay representative on the can of the Frothy collab, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. And on either side of the can, there's a little rock on symbol. There's two eyeballs. It kind of looks like, what was his name? It was a Pokemon Unknown. Was that his name? The little like weird zigzag, random shape, black line thing with the big eye. Kind of looking like that. And then a big lightning bolt down on the bottom. Now, for all I know, maybe I'm misplacing my nerd stuff, and Legend of Melba is a completely different reference, but I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to my head. Check-ins are relatively low, 93 total, 90 unique, 80 are ranked. It is a very respectable 4.1 global ranking amongst that sample size. Classified as a fruited sour, of course. Sweet, smooth, and full of peach custard flavor. This combines ingredients that each region is known for, brewed with our friends from the frosty Midwest 1840 Brewing Company. I'm looking at the pictures. I have not had this in the tap room. And then Brooklyn Brothers, which you saw Wednesday, the Pilsner, with help from, of course, the Super Mario Brothers. That one I had before. This one I have not had before. So this will be new for me, as well as you folks. And I'm looking at the pictures. It's like somebody had a hoagie or a lobster roll with it at some point. I'm seeing the other pictures, some at home, some in the tap room. And it's looking like this very deep, this kind of like medium color, orangish yellow, that sort of thing. But enough describing pictures. Let's find out for ourselves, and I'll stop wasting time. Let's get right to it. Now, the pictures did not look like it was too highly fruited, so I won't do a shake cam for this one. Sorry, Alan.
That did have a bit of an explosive shakook to it, though. See? Oh, excited, isn't it? Ah. Let's go back inside.
Now it is... Oh, that didn't get much of the head back at all, did it? It is a bit darker than I was expecting. However, one of the photos on Untapped is a bit more dark. So I can't say I'm really caught off guard by the color. As you can see, or at least see, you should be able to see the color pretty well through the full malty glass. It is a very kind of orange amber color. I mean, I got a good head on it outside. That's what she said. But there's no head on it here. But it's a sour. I mean, you can't really expect heads to form too much on sours. I can already smell it, by the way. There is definitely a very strong peach aroma. I always get peach and apricot in my head mixed up, but I mean, they say peach custard, so I would imagine it's the peach. And it is kind of sweet, a little bit creamy almost. So I think that's probably where that custard descriptor is coming from. But it's still kind of light, like a little creamy, but still like generally light, and the peach is very, very strong. So it does smell delightful. Let's waste no more time and take a sip. There's an aftertaste that's caught me off guard. All right, let's talk about it. So like I said, there's a really unique aftertaste on this. I shouldn't necessarily call it an aftertaste. It's not really leaving an aftertaste. But it does kind of hang around a little bit. And it's kind of tangy, but it's almost like sweet, like artificial sweetener type of sweet. So it's kind of got this weird kind of relationship that's like hanging around your palate. Up front, it does have more of like an effervescent mouthfeel with a little sour pucker. The peach flavor definitely comes through, but it's not necessarily easy to detect it being peach right away, because it does kind of have that tangy residue type of mouthfeel. It's very good. The sweetness, despite having a little bit more of an artificial flavor, the sweetness is not overpowering, so it doesn't ruin or contaminate your palate at all. But it is but be aware with this one, it does have kind of this tanginess that's just kind of hanging around. I don't know if I've got a fly hanging around my head right now. But that's very good. Is it the best sour I've had from Replay? No, I've had some very good sours from Replay. But it's also not bad, and I will finish that and enjoy it and not complain one bit. Cheers, folks. I'll see you next time.